So for me, I love to use pomade. Even though I already have a full brow, I could go in with a pencil, which I do most of the time, but I've already built a technique using the pomade. And the trick to this is to just use very light pressure. Outline your brow first, and then next start to feather in the product and start to fill in your brow with very light pressure. Especially with pomade, it can tend to be very heavy and really cakey, so just use very light pressure, and a little bit goes such a long way with this stuff. And whatever remaining product you have on your brush, you want to do light strokes and create faux hair at the front of the brow. This really creates that ombre effect. Then I like to use the darkest shade in the powder in the brow palette and fill in my brow. And it's just very minimal product. You don't need a lot. Trust me, a little bit also goes a long way with this powder, but I like to use the powder just so that if I missed any areas of my brow that the pomade did not get, the powder will fill it in for me just a little bit. And then I'll carve out my brow, and then you're all set for eyeshadow. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I really wanted to share with you guys my favorite brow products. I have some brow stuff that I have been using constantly on myself, the ones that I have for myself, and then I have some that I use on my clients on a daily basis. And I really wanted to share them with you guys. So enjoy this video and let's go ahead and get started. Now every artist, makeup artist, or everybody does their eyebrows differently, and whatever I do may not work for you guys, but I just wanted to come on here and share what has worked for me. Pomades. Now the pomades are seriously like one of my favorites to use when there's people that don't have any eyebrows. I feel like for me personally, I feel like it works so much better for me. I love the pomades, you guys, from BH Cosmetics. They are seriously super affordable, so affordable. I think they're like $6 now. I think $6 or $4. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that, but I will link everything down below for you guys. But this stuff seriously reminds me so much of the Anastasia Dip Brow. This is called the Studio Pro Pomade, and the one that I use is in the shade Ebony, as well as the Anastasia one. They're almost the exact same formula, except that the Anastasia one is a little bit more thicker, but they both perform so good and so similar. It's really crazy, but I use these a lot. Another thing, you guys, now is powders. So powders, I've been loving this Anastasia one, and this is in the shade Medium Brown. I know that she does have like a kit that has like all of them, kind of like this one, like the BH Cosmetics one. Oops, move this. And like the BH Cosmetics one, this one has like all the shades that you can seriously like think of to create some eyebrows. Not all of them, definitely not all of them, but a few. They also added like a highlight to highlight and clean up your brow, and they also have them like in a gel form, which I think personally they shouldn't have added those. I feel like they should have added more of like the powder colors, because they already have the dip brows, you know, or the pomades, I'm sorry. I do have another one in my makeup kit that's in here in my Zuka bag, that I do use on clients, but this is mine, the one that I use for myself. But I do use this color right here to, like, once I go in with like the pomade, this on top, and it just cleans up the brow a little bit more, especially with me that I do my eyebrows first, and then I do my eyeshadow. I feel like sometimes you can get like a little bit of powder on the brows. I like to just go back in there and just kind of like bring the color back into my brows. But this one's also really good, as you guys can tell. It's been through everything. It's been through war, basically. Or sometimes when somebody already has like those gorgeous brows that seriously you don't need anything because they are already thick and they are perfect, I'll just go in there with a little bit of powder and just like blend it into the hairs, and it just looks beautiful. It looks clean. It doesn't look dramatic or boxy eyebrows. So that's what I normally like to do with people who already have like those amazing thick brows. Also, now that we're talking about thick brows, I also like to use the brow pencils. So I do have the Anastasia ones, the Brow Wiz, and I also have the pomade, no, not pomade, my bad, the brow definer. So I also like to use these, but lately, I know here I come again with BH Cosmetics, but they sent over their brow pencils, and let me tell you guys, they perform almost the exact same thing, except that this has less product than these, that's for sure. But then again, these are more expensive than these, and they also have a spoolie at the end as well. But same one as Anastasia, they do have the spoolie on the end, and I love to use both of these, you guys. I go back and forth with these brow products. Now I know that also Benefit has really amazing brow stuff, and Unfortunately, I haven't been able to actually play with them or even get them because I'm so stuck to just these two. For people who already have those nice thick brows as well, if you don't want to use any powder, I also go in there with this, with the brow pencils, and I just, you know, flick in like the hair and then just brush, use a spoolie, and I'll brush the brows out, and go back in there with product and just outline the brow. So I love to use the brow pencils for that. You really want to avoid boxy brows. One, they do make you look a little bit older when you do have like boxier brows, and brows that are like really dark. Always try to go with like a more like stroking, like light hair strokes with the brow pencil and with powder. It seriously makes your brow look 10 times younger, and it just gives that really brow like a really pretty natural look, if that makes any sense. I'm a ride or die for my Anastasia. I think it's a number 12 brush, I think, but I will put it down below for you. I think it's a number 12. I think this is the brush number 12. Now this brush, you guys, is super flat and it's super easy to use, and it really gives me like those nice hair-like strokes on the brows. This is definitely one of my favorites. I also have another one in here for that I use for my clients, but I also have one for myself because it's like seriously like my ride or die for my brows. And for a lot of you girls who, you know, don't have like a lot of brow hairs on your brows and they're kind of looking, you know, kind of naked in that area, I do have one of my good friends who does do microblading. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, microblading. And let me tell you guys, she's done some eyebrow transformations that seriously, you guys, make me be like in shock. Like, she does such an amazing job, and I will definitely link her information down below. Her name is Adriana, and she is amazing when it comes to brows. Like, it's so crazy because like, the microblading that she does is so amazing. Like, they actually look like real hairs. I don't know what the upkeep of that is, but I'll definitely put her information down below and you guys can definitely message her. And that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys learned a little bit of tips and tricks regarding the stud. I really just wanted to share with you guys what I've been using in my kits and what I've been using on myself that has worked for me for my brows, and provided a little bit of feedback and tips for you guys. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, comment down below, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to give my video a big thumbs up. So I love you all very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.